unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black. You already you already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black.
All right, this is your boy Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser. I am live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, come on in, people. It's been probably a whole week since I've been on YouTube. Just come on in, and I just want to have a great discussion tonight. And I don't need no long drawn story. I need some young folks. I need your sons and your daughters and some older folks too. And we want to talk about the difference between gangster rap and drill rap. Now, there are some similarities. Yes, they are. But there is a difference. And tonight, we want to do a little investigation because a lot of us have been around the hip hop era, the rap culture. Also, we have witnessed the drill era, which we're living now in right now. And I want to hear from you tonight and tell me what you think. Now, everybody have an opinion. You may not agree with me. I may not agree with you, but we still have an opinion in the matter. And some of us, such as myself, I live through the gangster rap era. I lived through it. Also, I'm now witnessing the drill rap era. With my own eyes, I see it. Now, some of you young folks that are in the drill era, you don't know too much about gangster rap. You know some of the music, but you wasn't born and you was too small to really understand what was really going on. And we know, and I believe, and I could be wrong, that I believe that drill rap started right here in the city of Chicago. That's my belief. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody can call me and correct me. Chicago was not known for rap on the map. It was the gangster rap, the East Coast versus the West Coast. Now, I'm not saying that we didn't have no rappers here in the city of Chicago, the Tongue Twister, and others. I'm not saying we have none. Black AG, you know, DA Smart. So I'm not saying that we didn't have no rappers. We had some rappers, but we wasn't known the way drill rap is known here in the city of Chicago. And I remember the conscious rap. I am everyday people. Stop the violence. Rest and Development was a conscious rappers. So what I'm saying today, I need some of you guys' opinion tonight. And if you can educate me, young folks, old folks, I'm willing to listen. Because I don't understand how a bunch of folks that ain't got nothing, don't want nothing, don't care about nothing, just kill each other. What's really going on? What is driving this demonic force to act out on real human beings? I need you to share this live, people. We're going to say some things that you may not like. You may not understand. And I was talking to a white man today, and I was telling him about what was going on and on the crime scene in Harvey. And he said he was dead serious. He said in his own words, when I see these guys get killed, he said, I don't know to laugh or cry. And I don't think that he said it in a racist way, but he was really serious. He said, I just don't know. And I said, I understand how you feel. That's all I said. I didn't take offense when he said that, because he didn't say it in a joking manner. He said it in a civilized way. And not only that, some of us, we think the same way. When one of these young men get killed down, or young ladies get killed, shot down, I'm sorry, and you're probably saying to your mind, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. And that's real talk, some of us. And I'm really feeling some kind of way about some of these things that's going on in our community. Now, I want to say to every parent that's listening to me tonight, or in the morning or daytime, whenever you listen to this podcast, it's not all of us. We all know we have family members that are about that life. We know that they don't mind bringing the drama. That's what they do. We know that. We all aware of our own relatives that's quick to fight, to shoot, to kill, whatever. They itching. And some of you have heard this say in the streets, don't call me unless you really want something done. You say, well, Martin, what are you talking about? I'm not going to talk when I come. That's what they say. Some of y'all don't want to hear this gangster talk, but your son a gangster. Your nephew is a drill rapper. Your uncle is a gangster rapper, a drill man. You don't want to hear this type of talk. Your relative run with this one and that one and this one. And I'm trying not to call out nobody's names. I don't want to disrespect nobody tonight, but I just have to tell the truth and shame the devil. It is what it is. Our children can't come out and play without worrying, getting caught in a crossfire. They don't have too many worries. It's the parents. I need y'all to share this video and like it, because we got to talk tonight. I want to hear from you guys. My number is 872-299-0808. I want to hear from you tonight. Somebody got to call in and talk to us about what is the difference of gangster rap and drill music, or should I call it rap? Now, we all must confess that they both have some similarities, and we know that. And we all know that neither did good for the community. I'm quite sure we all can believe that and agree to that. We see the effects of gangster raps right now. Gangster music. We see it right now. Some of us, we lived through it. We've seen the battles, East Coast versus West Coast. We've seen it. We've seen the drill music here in the city of Chicago, different sides and different gangs going against each other, going for a bloodshed, backdooring each other, robbing each other, making videos taunting the dead, making fun of the dead. Now, I believe some of those lyrics are caps, but they have been caught up so much that they try to live what they talk about. It's very few drill people, drill music artists, they're really about that life. Now, there are some about that life. Now, you may be around it, and you may have buddies that's all about that drilling. You say, well, Martin, I'm a little old school. I need you to educate me. What do you mean by drilling? Drilling means killing, eliminate, exterminating. That's what that means. Now, I'm talking this talk tonight because I've witnessed a lot. And someone brought it to my attention. I can't remember who exactly right now. I'm having one of those moments. And they said, Martin, have you ever noticed all the shooters and the killers that you know that got shot and killed? Most of them always have a weapon on them when they get killed. Let me say that again. Somebody said, just think about it, Martin. Every shooter that you know that ever got killed in gun violence, they all have had a gun on them. They all have had a gun. And I always tell the young people, listen to me, young folks, whoever get to that gun first, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, it's the bad man that day or bad woman that day. And I always tell the young people that's listening to me, and I support the young people and I love them, but it's just as much as you ready to kill, you better be ready to die. And if you notice from a lot of killings that if I've been to the crime scenes, let me say this, most shooters don't want you to shoot back. They want to catch you on a sneak attack. They want to catch you sitting in the car lacking. They want to set you up with a woman. They want to catch you on live and know your location. They want to catch you coming and leaving, not paying attention. That's why it's so important, those of you that is about that life, is not to put your location up. By sharing your location or telling others, and they sharing it with your ops, as you call them, may be fatal to you. And I want to tell all my drillers, and you know who you are. I ain't going to call your name out. I wouldn't dare do that. Put you on Front Street. You know that's a curse. Doing drill music, there's a curse that come with it. You said, what you talk about, old time? You don't know nothing about that. Gangster rap dead. It's a new day. It's a new day and a time. I'm going to tell you what my father always tell me. He said, the name changes, but the face stay the same. That's what he always used to tell me. The name changes, but the face stays the same. Now, did we have killing back in the day in the gangster rap era? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We most definitely had killing. But I don't want to get ahead of myself because I need some callers, because I want the young folks to listen in tonight and to listen, to pay attention as we describe gangster rap. And we're going to listen to the young folks as they talk about drill music. But most of the people that sing drill music and hang around drill artists is always fatal. Always fatal. Yes, you're going to go viral. Yes, you're going to be known. Yes, you're going to be recognized. Yes, you're going to be sought out to get an interview. Yes, they're going to be talking about you on social media, YouTube, IG, Snapchat. But you got to ask yourself, is it worth? Is it worth it? Now, the Bible says, what shall it profit if a man gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And it goes on a little further than that. It says, what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Now, let me break it down so you can understand. I know a lot of you ain't churchy, and I respect that. Other words, everything that you do in this life is not worth your soul. Your soul is more precious than all the wealth in the world. There's nothing, no type of money or gold or silver or platinum worth your one soul, losing your soul. Real talk. And I often say that we only get one body in this life, and you got to be careful what you put in it, what you say out your mouth, how you treat it. You don't get another body in this life. Not in this life, people. You get one body. If you want to abuse your body with drugs and alcohol, it's your body, it's your choice. I've seen a lot of people mess themselves up. And this reminds me of an old gospel song. It's a saying. I'm not going to sing it. I'm not a singer. And it talks about sin. Sin is the willful transgression of God's law. They say there's a sin of omission and a sin of commission. And I believe the song goes like this. Sin will keep you longer than you want to be kept. It will make you pay more than you're willing to pay. And it will take you further than you're willing to go. Sin. Sometimes young folks, old folks, middle-aged folks, senior folks, when we dabble in sin, it's a price that we're going to have to pay. And sometimes we willingly not ready to pay that price. And the scripture says it clear to daylight. He said, if you die in your sins, where I am, you cannot come. I believe that's St. John 9:31. Look it up. I don't care about you going to so-and-so church or what you believe or what you've been taught. Young people are here dying over nothing, over foolishness. They're dying. Some of you that's listening to me right now, you say, well, Martin, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Yes, you are 100% correct. But some of you are giving your sons and daughters swords to execute people. It's almost like this, people. You're giving a young person the keys to your car, and you telling them not to go over 35 miles per hour. That is equivalent putting a gun into a young person's hand and tell them not to kill nobody. You putting all that power into a person's hand and you telling them not to shoot, not to kill nobody. Some of these young folks, they are mentally challenged. They're on medication. They're smoking weed. They're popping pills. They're crushing pills up, snorting up in their nose. They are drinking lean. That's what they're doing. In the styrofoam cup. They're smoking weed that have all types of chemicals on it, and it making them imbalanced, mentally imbalanced. And they tell me that when you pop a pill, now I don't know because I never popped a pill. Depending on what mood you are in, that's the mood you're going to stay in when you pop a pill. You might be in a mood, a sexual mood. You might be in a mood where you want to just kill somebody. You might be in a mood that you just want to feel like you want to crash out. For those of you that don't know, crash out means just go crazy. Young folks, you thought I didn't know that, did you? I know a little lingo, man. I'm following you. I'm watching. I need one of them young people to call in tonight. Talk to me. You can call ID block if you want to. I won't even know your name. I need you to tell me about this drill music. What's up with it? Why is it that someone's always dying? What's up with this drill music? Is it addictive? Is it right? Is it cool? What is it? Tell this old man, what is it? What's to it? Maybe something I'm missing. Why is it always some young person that's dying by the hands of another young person over a video on YouTube, over disagreement on social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram? Why is it that someone's always dying with this drill music? Is it possible that they can make their drill music and be peaceful or not get shot and killed? Or is it possible? Somebody need to help me out tonight. Help this old time out. Y'all know I don't know everything, and I'm willing to listen tonight. I want to hear some young person tonight. I want to hear some parent to tell me, what is the difference between gangster rap and drill music or drill rap? We know they both have similarities. We know gangster rap was first, and drill music, drill rap is second. Somebody come and talk to me. Talk to me tonight, 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. We had 7 people shot yesterday on 145th in Des Plaines in Harvey, Illinois, a south suburb of Chicago. Didn't happen in Chicago. We had a person, I know one person lost their life, but I don't know if it was another one. I'm not sure. Everything is hush-hush. But we do know that there was a child that was shot. I don't know if it's a male or female or if they were grazed or what. I don't know. 7 people shot. What's this all about, people? Black people, what's wrong with us? Do we have that much hate among ourselves to just slaughter people just because of a music line, a video? Young folks, call in. My head is hurting right now thinking about this, running my blood pressure up, just to think about you slaughtering each other. Women too. You got the women out there, you doing shooting and killing too as well. It ain't just the men at all. Young people, call in and talk to Unc. Ain't that what y'all call old folks? Uncs. Unc. Call me Unc. You can call me Unc. Unc, I ain't no cluck. I ain't on no drugs. I ain't recovering from nothing. No drugs in this system. I'll pass a drug test with flying colors through urination, due to my urine, or through my blood. You can even take some hair samples, and I'll pass it. Say, there you go, Martin, you being judgmental. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you about myself. I hold myself to a certain standard, and you should too. I can talk about myself tonight. I'm well qualified to talk about Martin Johnson. I know all the deep, dark secrets. I know what Martin Johnson will do and what he won't do. I know what Martin Johnson have done and what he didn't do. I've known what people believed that I was doing and wasn't doing. I know. Who better know than know myself? I got a caller, and y'all can call anonymous tonight, and somebody talk to me tonight. And I'm not here to make nobody feel bad, but I just want some truth. I want some clarity tonight, some understanding. Young people, bring me down to your world. Let me know what's going on. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can put some knowledge, some wisdom, and some understanding in your life. Let me know. Don't hang up, young person. Call back. You can call me anonymous. I want to hear from you. Just listen to the prompts. It's going to walk you right through. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from some of the parents. I really do. I want to hear from you. I need an understanding tonight. Let me know why you sing the way you sing or rap the way you rap. Let me know what's going on. Maybe we can help to you. I'm asking. I don't know. And I'm from the 80s and the 90s. That's the era I'm from. I understand that more so than I understand the drill music. And I see you. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't listen to drill music. Now, if I'm in someone's car, riding along in their car and they playing it, I'll listen to it. But I'm not going to purposely go on YouTube or look for it or go buy some of that music. I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to be honest with you. But I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to listen to you, young person. I want to hear from you. Call anonymous. Talk to me. Talk to us. Disguise your voice. I plead with you, young folks. As the old folks say, I plead the blood of Jesus all over your lives. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. Young people, the way I see you guys that's into that music industry, you're playing Russian roulette. You're gambling with your life. There aren't too many drill rappers that retire and live in peace, happy ever after all. There's always some drama. That's what it is. Come on, talk to me, young man, young woman. You about that life. I'm old, I don't understand. It's different now. It is different. Where you think drill music came from? It came from gangster rap. Gangster rap laid the foundation. That's real talk. It was no drill music. At first, it was gangster rap. East Coast versus West Coast. Now, Chicago is on the map for drilling. It was birthed out of Chicago. Come on, somebody talk to me. We got young folks. We got young folks. Hold on, Brother Marcus. Hold on. We got young folks. We got young folks. We got young folks that don't care about living or dying. I tell you, old folks, middle-aged folks, you can't kill no man or woman if they're dead already. We got a caller, and I believe it's Marcus. Come on, Marcus.
Martin, did I read the title right?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean to be a gangster?
No, well, the title is, what is the difference between gangster rap and drill music or drill rap? That's what I'm focused on tonight.
I really don't think it is any difference, except for drill rap is looser than gangster rap. Gangster rap kind of talks about they battles and told. Drill music is straight battle music. I mean, and I think a lot of the young people are making it to get out of the hood. Some of them are about that life, and some of them are not about that life, but they're pretending to be about that life. And they're making songs to get out the hood. And these only people getting really rich, the rappers might be getting rich, but I call it prison music, because they're creating real music, they create gang battles. That somebody gonna get locked up, somebody gonna get, right? So the people who getting rich are the people that you don't see, the record label executives, and they all colors, and it's about money. And so as long as there's a supply and demand for that music, young people listen to the music, they're going to continue to pump that music into our community. It's mind poison. And some of the parents are okay with it because they think there's no harm. But music plays an important role in young people's minds. I mean, we listen to NWA, and guess what? Unknowingly, we would run down the street reciting F the police out loud because we thought it was cool. So we was also reciting other rap songs, and we want to be like those rappers.
Mr. Marcus, so you don't see no difference? I know there are similarities, but I believe there is some difference. Can you point it out?
What I'm saying is, I guess what I'm trying to say is, gangster rap led to the drill music, but drill music is more bolder. It's not candy coating it. It's in your face, and then they're living it. They're acting it out in reality. Gangster rap was telling sort of like a story about what's going on in the hood. This is telling a story, but it's bold. It's being acted out. It's playing out on the streets of all these cities. And unfortunately, these drill rappers have become, what's the word I want to use? For young people to look up to. They look up to these drill rappers. And they want to be like them. They idolize them. They call them kings. And unfortunately, I don't understand it.
Okay.
I don't listen to it either.
Okay. Well, hold it right there. Let me go to the next caller. Don't go nowhere. All right, we got another caller, 281 area code. Come on, caller. What's the difference between
Mark.
gangster rap and drill music, drill rap? What's the difference? You can tell me the similarities, but I need to know what's the difference. All right, go ahead, my brother.
I don't disagree with nothing that Marcus said. Marcus said some very intelligent stuff, and I mean, I guess we forgot about Fuck the Police and Kill a Cop, and we forgot about those songs, and unfortunately, everything starts at home. We have to tell our children, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna keep on saying it, man. Y'all don't like it anymore.
Hold it, brother. Hold it. I need you to get to the point. What is the difference between gangster rap and drill music, drill rap? You can tell me the similarities, but there is some difference. I need you to try to point that out to me. And I understand. I'll let you go into the family, and that is so true.
Yeah. I get it, Martin. But there's a big difference.
Let's hear it.
We were real bold with, we were real bold back in the day with Ice Cube said "fuck the police," and I think Ice-T said "cop killer" or something like that. There was some songs that came out like that, and it made a lot of people uncomfortable. Like this drill music, I don't listen to it at all. Roy and I are internationally known DJs. We don't even play that stuff. But saying that to say this, today's music is, like Marcus said, it's a little bit more bolder, and it calls out a lot of different clicks in certain sections. And when that happens, most kids, they hear this stuff on the radio or on music videos. They want to go to the nightclub and emulate the same thing they heard in the video. And it goes to what you're teaching at home. But I'm gonna make your point though, Martin. Today's music is a little bit bolder, like Marcus said. It's a little bit bolder. It's in your face, and they're doing a whole bunch of calling out. A lot of people getting killed over these call outs, and you can't mention certain people's names. You can't mention certain people's clicks. It's a whole bunch of, we don't love each other. And if we don't teach this at home, we ain't gonna never love each other though, Martin. And unfortunately, we have broken homes where you have a father taking care of kids, or a mother taking care of kids, or a grandmother taking kids, or some in-law, or some maybe just an adoptee. But the point of the matter is that we need to do a lot better in life. How we reflect ourselves in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, if you can stand in the mirror and stand in that mirror for more than 15 minutes and like what you see, that's a good thing. But if you can stand in there for only 30 seconds or maybe a minute and don't like what you see, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I still didn't. Y'all not really getting down to it. I need you guys to really explain. See, for those of us, we're in the same age range. You're a little older than I am, but I want us older people that don't know, that's not in the street, that's, I need to break down what they can understand and they know the difference. I understand what you're saying. Is a lack of family values and different stuff. I understand that. We don't never want to deny that. But there is a difference, and I need somebody to break it down to me. Hopefully some young person that can come on here and tell me what drill music is. They may not be able to tell me what gangster rap is better than I can, and better than you can, and Marcus, but what is drill music? Why is it making you guys?
Martin, it's chilling. It's very chilling. It's frightening. It's intimidating. It's a whole bunch of variables. It's a whole bunch of.
Tell me. I'm trying to hear it. Tell me.
I'm trying to say it's frightening. It's frightening.
Okay.
scary. It's scary. It shows no future for us in the future. If you kill up everybody, who's left? It's a whole bunch of variables there, though, Martin. And today's rap music, you can't even loop as a DJ like me and Remix. We remix music all the time. And today's music, you can't even remix this stuff because it's already a remix of a remix. And it's chilling. It's scary.
And it's getting high. It's self-hatred.
Caller.
Here we go.
Caller. We got to be in order now. Let's do things decent order. We can sing together, but we all can't talk at the same time. So I'm coming.
I don't mind in cutting in, Mark.
No, I mind. I'm the host. No, I'm the host. I mind.
Yes, sir.
Because it's very rude to other people, and it turns people off the podcast when we get to screaming and over talking each other. Some people, they already sleepy and they watching me late at night. Then they can't hear. It's real frustrating when you get on here, a bunch of overgrown folks that's senior citizens status, grandpa and grandmama status, and we can't even talk. We trying to tell the young folks something. We got to be the example that we want them to be, and they see, they hear us talk. I ain't just getting on you. I'm talking about us. Period. As older people, as a supervisor, I try to be an example what I want the people that work under me to be. So I try to be the example. I try to lead by example. Because a lot of times, people always say, don't do as I say, don't do as I do, but just do as I say. But let me go to the next call. Let me go to 206. Hey, 206. Come on, caller. 206.
Hey, man. Hey.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Yeah, good. All right. Real quick. You got a question about what's different with the drill music now in the rap, the gangster rap back in the day.
Yes.
Well,
help me out.
I'm thinking, first of all, it's to me personally, this is my personal opinion.
Okay. We are okay.
There's two distinct differences that I see, and the first difference is the gangster rap back in the 90s was damn near shoot and kill everybody. The police, the hoes, and beat the hoes, and the niggas shoot the niggas and everything. But the drill music's all about killing other black males. It's all about killing black folks. There's no, like Ice-T said, shoot, cop killing, all that.
Cop killing.
But the second part is even more important and it's very, very dangerous. A lot of people miss this part. This may not be what we're talking about, but this is what I see. The second part is this drill music has deadly counterpart of social media. Social media wasn't as big an issue. It's a big issue. Hell, it wasn't an issue at all in the 80s and 90s. But the drill music has a counterpart that helps facilitate the violence, the shooting, the criminality. That's the social media. And that ain't nothing but COINTELPRO 8.0. Anybody can jump in and try to be anybody else and get a beef on and get people killed and sit back and watch and laugh. So other than that, I didn't listen to it enough to see that big a difference. And I'm looking forward for you revealing what you think, and I'd be interested in hearing that.
I sure will. I'm just trying to get somebody to get on the same page. Okay, hold on, 206. If you got a question, y'all let me know. But let me go to the next caller. 214. Hey, 214. Okay. Hey, 214.
What's up, brother?
What's up, big bro? Well, we the same age, though. But go ahead. Yeah.
First, I'm gonna answer your question.
Yes, sir.
Drill music, from what I've heard, is one individual in one set talking about a specific individual or group in another set where they had interaction in a public place or a party or even online, and they go back and forth with each other like that. Mm-hmm. When I was first introduced to this was 6 months ago, and my grandbaby was here, and they put on this guy named Julio. Some of y'all may remember Mr. Julio got killed in Florida. Well, I didn't understand it. So my grandkids sat me down. I'm going to give their ages ranging from 12 to 17. My 17-year-old grandson, 13-year-old granddaughter. So I sat down and I watched Mr. Julio's video. He was having a beef with another rival gang across town in Jacksonville, Florida. He set up 4 people to get killed. And he talked about how he set these people up to get killed. He was just talking around it. Then he made a video where he went out to the grave site of one of the people who was killed and poured champagne and beer all over this boy's grave, the actual grave of the dead kid who was 16 years old. I watched this entire video. And I was saying to myself at the time that he was doing, while he was doing this video, I said, there must not have been one person that could have told this young man, hey man, don't do that. Because see, it won't be just a gang member that might try to kill you. It might be a cousin, or uncle, or brother, somebody that you ain't gonna see walk right up to you and kill you. Sure enough, he went down to Tampa, Florida to do a little concert, a little promoting, and got lit up at a motel. They just gave them people lights. One of the people who shot this boy was a female. The other 3 was males. But this was my introduction into drill music. I'd already heard about King Von and the crap that he was doing up there, fucking serial killer that they was in love with. But I had never heard any of his music. But I knew that if he had an enemy in the street, they're going to make a song about it. Now, let's tell you how the technology has changed. I used to manage some rap groups back in the night. You had to pay money to go to the studio. Then Windows came out with Pro Tools. All you needed was a computer. Now you can do Pro Tools on your cell phone if you got a Apple iPhone. You can make the video, the song, the beat, the music, everything right there in your own living room without having to spend a dime more than what you spend on your monthly bill for your phone. Well, we spent thousands back in the day to take groups into the studio to take advantage of the studio session, 64-track mixing machines, the whole night. That's how convenient it has gotten now. So when I heard Julio and I listened to his views and listened to what he had to say and show who his enemies were, then I began to understand about drill music. And this is straight off the presses, y'all. These kids will interact with kids that wear in different colors or live in different neighborhoods. Get into it with them in a public place or a private event, and then go home, get high, rap about it, and talk about how they want to kill each other, especially if they got into a physical altercation with them. They'll talk about the fight, how he lost or he won, or your set jumped me, etc., etc. This stuff ain't making no money because ain't none of it on the radio. Okay? The videos that I seen, you look at the clicks and the views, they ain't making no money. Period. Let's just get that understood. They're not making any money. They flashing a lot of money, but they ain't making no money. The difference between Dr. Dre and Ice Cube and, I mean, we could go on, Notorious B.I.G. and all the other people that was involved in gangster rap music, which started on the West Coast. It was backed by $1 million to billion-dollar corporations. And so you had to make a certain amount of music that was for the radio, then you made a certain amount of music that was for the streets. This here is strictly street and gang music. This is my gang versus your gang. This is this individual versus that individual. I'm going to call out your name, your block, your street, your homies, and I'm going to talk about them directly just like Julio did. And if you don't believe me, if you got 3 minutes, go look Julio up. Go look at the video where he was pouring beer and wine all over these dead kids' graves down in Florida. It was sickening. I mean, literally sickening. This is well beyond anything that they ever saw us do in the 90s or the early 2000s or the late 80s. Like you, Martin, we saw the birth of rap music. We remember the first rap song that ever made it to the radio. We remember Cool Mo D and the Sugar Hill Gang and all these other folks and people that didn't make it to the radio. We saw the origins of this, and we saw the progression of it into gangster rap music, like the person who wrote it on the story up there in the chat. Then we saw trap music. But see, all this was still marketable. You could still put this on the radio. It wasn't these individual colonists, these individual neighborhoods, these individual people. This is the difference. And now, since they don't have to spend no money to go to the studio, we stopped a lot of that for us in the 90s and the 80s from going to the studio and talking about our riders, because you finna get this guy $300 an hour. You ain't finna talk about this chump across the street and you dropping $3 an hour. But with the technology change and social media now, these guys don't have to do that. They can do it from their iPhone, leaving the scene of a murder, talking about it and rapping about it on their way to the house, on their iPhone, shooting the video at the same time. So this is the difference. But trust and believe, they ain't making no money. Ain't no money behind this. There are no major corporations bankrolling these people. This is all the stuff that they doing on their own. So to me, it ain't no more than a drive-by in another neighborhood, throwing up your gang signs from another street and driving away. This is drill music. And I encourage any of you that's an adult, if you got 10 minutes, and you get off of Martin's show, I respect you, Martin, go over to and put in Julio, and sit there and watch what this kid did. And you can watch where he came to fame and where his life ended, all in a span of about 6 videos. It was sick. I had never seen anything like that. Held up a picture that he had took from CNN, a poster of the 4 dead kids from the video that CNN shot on the freeway, Martin, on the intersection where these kids got killed when they were laying out in the street. He had that on a poster on the video. And he was disrespecting this boy and his whole family like you would not believe. Sure enough, 6 months later, last year, about this time, on his birthday down in Tampa, they lit his ass up outside of a motel. And they just gave him 4 kids life with no parole. 10 lives lost in 12 months. 5 to the penitentiary and 5 to the graveyard. Wow.
Wow.
I'm ready to play, y'all.
Okay. Anybody?
Listen to it.
Hey, man, hold on. Anybody else want to talk? That was great. I can add on to some to that, but I'm gonna hold my thought. Go ahead. Who's next? Who want to say? Go ahead.
I got a question. There's a current caller that said that there's no money behind it. Now, Lil Durk, NBA Youngboy, Quando Rondo, they millionaires off of drill music, and Chief Keef off of drill music. In fact, they say Chief Keef started the drill music here in Chicago, which I kind of disagree. I think it was more than just him. So it's got to be some money behind it. Well, they say Chicago was the one that started it, but that's what they say. That don't mean it's true. But it's got to be some big money behind it. And some radio stations do play it. They play it late at night. But you're right, with the technology that they have, they make it with their iPhone. They try to call people like me as a photographer, but I don't do the drill thing. I don't do the videos, because a lot of photographers have gotten killed doing those drill music videos, and that's not being reported either. So I don't get into that. But there's got to be some money behind it, because it's out there. In fact, NBA Youngboy is supposed to be coming here to the United Center, and there's some talk on Facebook that the people off of a certain neighborhood don't want him up here, and they're going to send it up. And that's just talk. I don't know how true that is, but that's just talk.
Anybody comment after that? Any thoughts or comment after that? For those of you just tuning in, hold on 1 second. For those of you just tuning in, we're talking about what is the difference between gangster rap and drill music, drill rap. What's the difference? We know they both have similarities, so we just wanted to bring out what is the difference. And that's what we're trying to get down to the nitty gritty. If any young folks is listening to call in, you're welcome to call in anonymous and tell us a little bit more about drill music. Most of us is on this live right now. We are from the gangster rap era. And we want to know more about your era, because I don't listen to drill music. So I'm not really qualified. I have an idea or opinion what I think it is, but someone that is more diverse than I am, like the brother just before came before me, he broke it down in such a way that a baby could understand exactly what he said. All right, go ahead, my brother. All right, go ahead.
I like what my brother said a moment ago, being a professional videographer. I am myself. And there's certain jobs that you have to turn down. I've had people, so many countless people asking me to do their video. And I'm afraid though, bro. I have family, I have kids I have to raise, you know what I'm saying? And all kinds of stuff go on. Gunplay, all kinds of stuff going on the video shoot. So I don't disagree with him on that. And to expound a little bit more on this gangster rap thing, it's by design though, Martin. It's by design. I was watching something, a clip somewhere, I don't know where I was watching it, and there was some Grand Wizard Ku Klux Klan guy was like, they doing exactly what we want them to do. Kill themselves. We don't never have to go out there and hang and kill them anymore because they're doing it to themselves with the gangster rap, with this new music that's going on. I mean, it's scary, brother. Somebody needs to expound on that.
Anybody want to expound on that? What my brother just said. This is a very serious conversation, and I want to tell to the young folks that's listening or will be listening later on or whatever, listen, your music, your drill music that you guys make, at the moment you rise into fame, it's just a matter of time. You will be deleted, as they say, unalive. It always have the same. Have you ever noticed that all of them have the same type of ending? Is either jail or getting deleted. It's always one of the two. Most of the time, not all the time. Now, you're right, Marcus. There are some drill music artists have made money. There's a couple of them I could think of here, and there's maybe three to four that made money here in the city of Chicago. That's probably in the millions. Now,
I'll throw this out there.
Go ahead.
NBA Youngboy is the highest paid real music rapper in the world. and in the song they brag about going to jail, killing people, as if it's a badge of honor.
Can I ask both of you all, I don't know how to answer this question, but the young lady who did an album release or a song release and they had this big shootout, what's the difference with what she did? Is that drill music too? Is it the same? See, and I'm glad somebody said yep. I don't know if that was Marcus or not, but I'm glad somebody said yep, because I personally have a problem with a female acting like a man. I have a problem with that. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a problem with anybody, whether you're male or female, calling other cliques out, causing havoc. We got enough going on right now that we have to deal with. And, Martin, we're killing ourselves though, bro. We don't have to do this. I mentioned something to you on the show past, and I want to say it was probably about 3 or 4 shows ago, about whoever was the geniuses behind the Million Man March. Something like that needs to happen again. Maybe not a march per se, but some kind of summit, some kind of interaction where we understand that it's more strength and power when we're together than we are separated.
Okay. All right, 206. You want to make a comment or question?
No,
Well, no, I agree with everything everyone has said. I agree with you, and it's a problem that needs to get fixed. I mean, that's the only thing further I have to offer. So we gotta figure out some way to fix this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I was talking to a buddy earlier, cousin Ronnie Johnson, family, and I asked him. I said, "Well, what is the difference? What is the difference?" And I hope he's on here, and he kind of explained the difference to me. And he was saying that drill rap is more personal. It's more personal than gangster rap. It's more personal. Now, I want to look at it, follow me down, from a spiritual point of view. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take both of them and lay them side by side. Gangster rap, they disrespected black women. They disrespected the police. They talked about selling drugs. They talked about having sex. They talked about killing, robbing, sticking up, drive-by shooting. Gangster rap now. Gangster rap. We talk about it. Now just look at the drill rap. Now the drill rap is talking about killing, using drugs, partying, sex, women, killing folks. The only thing difference I see, and they all help me out now, and I could be wrong. I'm looking at it from a spiritual point of view.
Sarge.
When it comes to drill music, there are no limitations that they will not go. Under drill music, children get hit, grandpas, grandmas, innocent people, all above. They even go as far as disrespecting somebody that's dead already. How could you disrespect the dead and they're dead already? They paid their debt to life. They're done. They're not coming back no more. But you want to pee on their grave.
The money.
You want to do all these things for fame. It was a song. Maybe somebody can. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. This is who? Hold it.
I was going to say this is how far I was going to say this is how far.
But listen, brother. Let me get to explain a little bit. Then I'll let you come in.
I'm sorry.
From a spiritual point of view, there are no morals. These young folks. There's nothing that they're not willing to try or do. Now, we got 7 people got shot yesterday in Harvey, Illinois, including a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they didn't all of a sudden, and I don't know all the backstory, because I'm not in the street like that, and I'm not into those social networks with people that's going back and forth with each other, you with the drill music and threatening and all that. But what I see is a lack of God, a lack of morals, lack of respect of anything. It's just no limit. There's nothing they won't do. Now, gangster music might would have gave you a pass on something. They didn't go to the cemetery. Now, I did see Snoop do something one time at the cemetery. He took off his bandana and threw it down the ground, and it came up another color. I did see that. I remember there was a video. I don't know what video it was. I did see that. But drill music is personal. Like Cousin Ronald, is very personal. After they're going to tell you what they're going to do to you. After they do what they say they're going to do to you, they're going to sing about it, put it in a song. They're going to visit your grave. They're going to get your mama. They're going to get your brother if they can't catch you, your father. They're going to shoot babies. They're doing drugs. Do you know that young people, we have a lot of young addicts, 206, young addicts. They're crushing up pills, crushing them up and snorting them.
Yep.
And snorting them, people.
I said it on your show.
Crushing pills up and snorting them, people. They have the I don't give a F attitude about nothing. They don't respect law enforcement. You pull them over in a car, they're going to take off driving 100 miles per hour down the neighborhood. Some of them are willing to lose their own life before they get locked up. Flip a car over, run somebody over. So I'm looking at it from a spiritual point of view. It's sad, but it's true. It's a lot of hate. It's demonic. And it's born out of gangster music. It's born out of gangster music, gangster rap.
That's what I was trying to.
Martin,
y'all gonna let me talk, man? Please, y'all let me talk. Now I'm on. Everybody want to talk when I'm talking. I'm on the road now. I'm trying to break it down. 206 he wanted to hear what was my take on it. And some of you couldn't explain the music. It's because you don't listen to the music. I don't listen to it. But I've talked to people and asked them, what is it? This is what I do know about drill music. Every time, most of the time, not every time, that the individual, whether it's a male or female, rise in fame, it's just a matter of time that they're going to get unalive. I'm quite sure we all can agree with that. Why is it that people that hang out with drill music, drill rappers, matter of fact, when they say drill, that means killing. That's what that means. Exactly. Drill. You drill. You know how you drill something? You drill. They got switches. And they don't mind using them. These are people these are our children. These not just no children just popped up out of nowhere. They have parents, mother, and a father. These are drill rappers. And they have names. Nobody mentioned it. Smoking on you know who. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, disrespect nobody. I'm smoking on this person, or the deceased that they killed. They do that. That's a taunting spirit. That spirit, that's an evil, demonic spirit. You done killed this person. Let this person rest in peace. But you gonna name a weed or a cigar after this person. I'm smoking on this person. Wow. That's a total disrespect of the dead. And a lot of them videos, and I'm quite sure Brother Red, he can testify this. A lot of those guys are falling. They fallen. Chicago, we've had so many young drill rappers die a violent death. A violent death. As they say, they got caught lacking. And we just had a mass shooting. I believe that was 4th of July, right, guys? 18 people got shot. It was a drill, a female drill artist. And now she's famous. If she wasn't famous then, she's famous now.
Wrong thing.
And I'm gonna tell you.
How long?
But now let me say this. Let me say this. It might not end well for her. Now she have to watch her back. And that is a price. Young people, if you listen to Martin Johnson, just erase the crime chaser stuff. Listen to me as a father, as an uncle, a big brother, a grandfather. Your days are numbered when you are into that drill music. Well, you say, well, Martin, I'm not an artist. I just be in their videos and showing love, holding up guns. Anything, anybody, I shouldn't say anything, that get caught around their element, that be around their element, when the shooter come, they ain't gonna tell you to duck. They're gonna shoot everybody. And one thing I know about shooters, from following shooters on different crime scenes, I said it earlier, most people that's our hitters, they got bodies out here, they always wind up getting killed with a gun on their side or trying to get to their gun. And most hitters, they want to catch you snoozing. Again, they want to catch you sitting in the car. They want to catch you with your lady. They want to catch you walking down the hood late at night. Some of you guys that's listening to me right now, you know I'm finna tell the truth on you. You have to walk around with your ski mask and your pistol, because you know if they know who you are, it's on sight. It's almost good for you to leave the state and start all over again. And that's real talk, because some of you guys have so many bodies out there. It have been so much hurt and pain, they're not going to let you change and live it down. The best bet is to repent to God and leave town and try to start all over and get off that social media. Quit arguing with folks. Quit letting people know that you got artillery. Sometimes when you show a weapon, some people will make you use that weapon. They don't believe that you'll use it. You got to make them out of a believer.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with not showing a weapon? People, I know y'all don't know this, but Flip Wilson said a long time ago, I was a little boy, he said, loose lips sank ships. A lot of you guys that's listening to me right now, I'm talking about young folks, you're going to be dead next year around this time. And I might be dead too, I don't know. But you're going to be dead because you run your mouth. You run your mouth and you say things that you ought not to say. And I tell people when I'm on a crime scene, there's two things that you should be doing. You should be praying for the victims that's on the ground shot and praying that the perpetrators get caught. For those of you that go on people's social media pages and start talking about the dead, signifying, I'm glad he dead, we got him. Your day is coming. I don't care how terrible a person is. We have people that love them and will go to war for them. And that's my case, and I'm landing the plane. Who's next? Go ahead. Do I got another caller? Make sure I got another call. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be real brief.
Okay, well, you got Sarge. Can Sarge submit? Sarge, can you submit?
Absolutely.
Sarge, can you submit? Let them say it be real briefly.
Yeah. Let him do his thing.
Go ahead, bro.
I got something good for you.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, this is how far the hate has grown in our community. We love to hate each other. We've grown to see this here. And we can go all the way back to our grandmothers that came from the South. We had some good grandmothers, we had some bad grandmothers, or however you want to see it. It was the upbringing that made the difference. I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and his granddaughter was saying a whole bunch of grandpapa this, grandpapa that, and this and that. He was real nice to his granddaughter. And he said, "You still there?" I said, "Yeah, man, I'm just kind of listening to what's going on." And I told him that I wished I had a grandparent as good as you were coming up. Because having that grandparent, sometimes the mother and father or the parents of the child miss some things. And that's where that grandparent come in at. That grandparent is there saying, okay, I've seen everybody, no, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. And I kind of got choked up listening to how he was treating his granddaughter. And I told him, I said, my grandmother wasn't like that. It's like when we came over, she actually acted like she didn't even want us there. I don't know what some kind of rip from my mom or this and that, but whatever the case may be, kids should not see that. Then when you grow up with all this stuff that's going on in the family, whether it's a mother not understanding her mother or, which is a grandmother, and seeing all this upbringing, and you say to yourself, okay, now I don't have a dad, or I don't have a mom, or whatever the case may be, we're lost. Then we get raised in the street, and the street may not be what we need. You understand? Sometimes being raised in the street, Martin, you could attest to this, it taught you how to move around, and you stepped lightly, and you made it through. Okay? But some kids get caught up in that, and it's terrible because all the stuff is at home. All the stuff is at home before we get here where we at right now. That's all I want to say, Martin. Thank you.
Quick question. Let me ask you a question real quick. What is the excuse? 2 questions. What is the excuse for the children and kids that got both parents in the house that don't have to do this? And the second question is, what about the youngsters that don't have no parents, that's in and out of group homes and foster homes, that they can talk properly? So answer those 2 questions for me. I just want to know what your thought on those 2.
I mean, the first question is, you can have both parents in the house, and you can have successful kids, and you have some that might fall by the wayside. One may be jealous of the other. I was talking to my oldest daughter about, things that was going on in the family. She said that we treated the middle child better than her. And I said, no, honey, you were here 7 years before she got here, and you got everything. But when she got here, you became jealous. And that's where we failed as parents. That's when I take that responsibility, because I was too busy working, trying to take care of my family, trying to love my wife and take care of my kids and make sure they had everything they had. And I didn't see that. So that's why I failed as a parent. But I told them, we treated you all equally. Understand that, yes, you were the daughter that was here first. And you got everything. And now she's here, and she's doing a little bit better than you. And I've always told my daughter, don't let her pass you up. So, we just have to work harder in our lives to be better parents. Now, the second question was, say that the last statement about the second question.
Okay. The last question was, what about the young people that don't have no parents, they're in and out of group homes and foster homes and all that, no stability? What about them?
An act of God has to come into their life. An act of God has to come into their life, because those sometimes have a very successful outcome, and a lot of them fall by the wayside. So for me, I would have to say an act of God, because I rely on God on everything. And unfortunately, we don't rely on God anymore. We're afraid to even ask him for things. We're afraid to even believe that we can get past adversity.
Okay. Well, thank you for your comment. Come on, Sarge.
Okay. Now, with the whole rap thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It went from crews battling each other,
mm-hmm.
right?
Say it, Sarge.
Lyrically.
Say it, Sarge.
Lyrically, right?
Right.
I'm talking back the funky Fresh 4 and all of that, right?
Right.
Then things got personal. And when did things get personal? 1986. And Curtis Blow even made a song about it called I'm Chillin'. Okay? That's when he said, now we got to discuss about these sucker rappers that must be smoking dust. make the kind of records dissing females, fronting on a story that's just a tall tale. You know what I mean? He said, you want to forget about LaToya there in the Real Roxanne. Well, that's okay. I'm chilling. He's talking about all these rappers. They work very hard for all these years to give rappers a good name and give them a job. And they was messing it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he called it out. Then you had the song Self-Destruction. They called it out. Same year now, 1986. Same year. All that was okay, right? The reason that was done is because NWA came out with Cruising in my 6'4", Gangster, and all of that.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So that was the East Coast trying to put a calm on something that was coming out from the West Coast with NWA, Ice Cube, Dre, right? So that music picked up steam, and that's the ones that made the F the Police and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It got really popular. And after that got popular, then the East Coast jumped on it. That's when LL Cool J did that, Out to the Break of Dawn. He was dissing Kool Moe Dee real hard. Then after that, you had Biggie and Pac. Then Pac got killed. Then LL was like, I ain't never making another record dissing another rapper. This thing got too serious. Oh, well, it wasn't too serious when you was doing it against Kool Moe Dee, though. Instead of y'all rapping about who's the best lyricist, y'all got personal with it, right? And it went all the way from there to No Vaseline, which was personal, which that other one, that Tupac Get Money, he talking about, you say you a gangster, but I banged your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hit 'em up. That was the name of the song. You see what I'm saying?
Come on with it.
And you had Biggie's song, Who Shot You? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel your heart thumping like King Kong's feet walking on concrete or something. All of that was going on. So they ended up getting smoked. All right. After that, you had Master P and Cash Money Records.
Come on, son. Don't tell it all, man. Don't tell it all. Come on, let's get to it. Yeah.
Man,
Okay. I'm just giving you the build up. It turned into Money Clothes and HOEs. Okay. That's where it should have just stayed at right there. No, they took it in advance out of Chicago with Lil JoJo, BDK, when the BDs and the GDs were worn. He took it all the way back to 1986, the NWA style. And they started smoking each other. Now that was in, 2016, I think it was, 15? And that's where it's been ever since. So it's exciting to a number of youth because, see, they feel they're invisible and they have that messed up American mentality that it will never happen to me mentality. And the music industry will pump all the money behind it that they possibly can because they're getting a 2-for-1. They got one or more dead, and then you get one in the jail. So it works for they don't have to gentrify urban Black America, any city. Push money into this doggone drill music, just like the crack was pushed into the urban Black American community in the 80s. So now is it making sense as a why?
Preach.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
Sarge, you forgot
Drill
about Lil
music.
Okay, Sarge.
No. Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne, he a dope head. So
Sarge,
you got.
Sarge, let's get into. Okay, now you didn't broke down hip hop, the gangster rap. You broke it down. Let's hear a little bit about the drill music now. What you know about that?
Okay, what I know about the drill music is, like I said, you had Lil JoJo from my old hood. He was dissing O Block. They was driving past them on their doggone block, calling them out, going on Facebook Live, this and that. One thing led to another. Well, this is where I'm at, because if you all like that, then pull up over here, you know. And they pulled up and blasted him, and he was out of there. And after that, you had all this other stuff that was going on with O Block. Then Chief Keef left Chicago and went to the West Coast. And then it became real popular. No, West Coast. NWA. Connecting the dots now. So it became even more popular. And now that's the gist of the gist. You got the females into it. You know, Cardi B came out. I used to strip. Now I'm making money moves. That wasn't good enough. That's played out. Now you got female drillers. Female drillers. Because I'm a riller. A killer, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? Huh. All this stuff is industry driven on the lowest the lowest denomination of intelligent Black American person. You get a goofy off the block, give him $1 million, what you gonna have? A rich goofy. And that's gonna lead others to think that's the way out. Like, remember when it used to be, they used to say you to get out the doggone hood, you had to have a mean jump shot or a sling crack rock. Now it ain't dope or basketball no more. It's keep posting this stuff on YouTube and make yourself famous, because everything is about subscribers. They say, for instance, you know, I'm gonna land a plane right here because I want to.
I'm ready to get out here.
Okay. Okay. Now, say that my grandson was on that whoop-de-woo, and he ended up with 3 million followers on whatever, TikTok or whatever these sites are, right? The music industry gonna come to him. The promoter's gonna come to him. You ever heard of this guy called Kai Cenat, whatever his name is? This dude makes crazy money just from doing commercials and stuff for these big companies. Now, what
Come
made
on, Sarge,
him?
you can't tell it all now. Come on, land that plane,
Okay,
man.
I'm just saying.
Come on, land that plane.
This dude, he got like millions of followers, and then like, oh, these kids listen to him. We'll pay him to promote our product. And the kids, because that's how this commercial is.
We still talking about drill music.
And that's how it's done.
No.
It goes to drill music.
Okay. I just want to know, still talking about drill music, because we went off into.
Martin, it goes hand in hand with drill music, because
We're gonna be
you
talking
pay
about
them.
Lawrence Welch in a minute.
Yeah.
No. See, and that's a problem. That's another problem just with Black America. That's a problem with Black America in general. Analyzing the complete picture. See, too many Black people want to get a little taste of something and run with that little taste. No, if you objectively use critical thinking and look at the entire landscape, then you get it.
Okay.
Then you get it. See?
Do you know any drill rappers? Can you name any drill rappers? I know you named one, JoJo. You know anyone?
Yeah, I can name a bunch of them.
Let me hear it.
You had King Von.
Mm-hmm.
He got smoked down here in Atlanta at a club I used to DJ at on Trinity Avenue by one of Quando Rondo's people. You got that. Didn't Trump just pardon NBA YoungBoy?
Okay.
Didn't Trump give him a pardon?
I'm not sure, but he's one. Anybody else?
Look it up. You got him. You got Chief Keef,
Mm-hmm.
Lil JoJo. What's that dude name? Lil Durk. He in trouble in jail down here too, because all of them look like they coming to Atlanta. Lil Durk, and you know, I can't go on the whole name of them because
okay, you good. You passed the test.
They little kids right. To me. I should know nothing about their names personally like that. They little kids.
All right, let me close it out with this. One thing I noticed, maybe somebody can help me. It's a white guy always interviewing these drill rappers. It's like he keeps stirring the
No jumper.
Yeah. What's up with that guy, man? What's up with him?
No jumper. He's a culture vulture.
Man, what is up with that guy, vulture. Man?
He's doing what the music industry does. He's doing what the music industry does. He's using them to promote himself and get paid on YouTube. You see all them views he gets?
Mm-hmm.
This dude be in the ghettos of Brooklyn, the South Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And they'll never do nothing to him. Now let me take my narrow butt to the South Bronx. I'm getting robbed.
You ain't coming out of there with the camera equipment. That's for sure.
All right, guys.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah, go ahead, 206. I got to close it. Go ahead. 206. Go ahead, 206.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
Like,
yeah, I'm sorry.
The jumper guy.
Yeah.
He reminds me of DJ Vlad in that.
Yeah, him
strange
too.
phenomenon when people go on the show, they end up getting prosecuted for some kind of crime. These white boys talking all this rap bullshit, married to porn actresses. They're sickos to begin with, but they may be what the whites call honeypots to pull suckers in to admit to crimes, and then 18 months later, the stupid asses in court getting arraigned. You know, that happens a whole lot. Not rock stars or drug addict country people, but always the same demographic. Stupid enough to fall for the game. I'll need my line.
Yep.
All right. We want to thank everybody, young people. I wish you guys would have called, but that's okay. We still love you, and maybe y'all can break down some things that we talked about in the video. You put in the comments, and I'm quite sure there are a lot of points that we probably miss because we're not in that genre of drill music, but we know of it. But who more can explain the drill music than you guys? It's your era. It's your time now. You can explain the drill music. And I appreciate you guys for listening to me, for coming on. I know it's been a while, but guys, I'm working full time and I'm doing my little hustle. So it takes a lot of energy to come on here. A lot of energy, stay up. We
appreciate it.
But I appreciate you guys. I mean, I'm not on here begging for no money like others do. So I just appreciate you guys just coming on and listen. If it was 2 people on here, I'll still come on here. I had no problem. So sometimes it's not about the numbers. It's about what's being said in truth. If we can just help one person to change their behavior, I think we've done our job, period. Thank you, people. Yeah. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is. Live.
And what?
Uncut. Unedited.
Tell the truth. And what?
And shame the devil.
I love being black. All right, people, go in peace. Be safe out there. Remember, no lip boxing, no sitting in them cars, and stay away from that drill music because it might cost you your life. It may cost you a bullet. You stay away from it. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it, young folks. I know fame can get to you, but it's not worth it. Most popular drill rappers or artists, they wind up being unalive. It has been. They have T-shirts with wings, with angels on, with angel wings or bird wings. And we don't want that to happen to you, whether you're male or female. And people, pray for our culture. Pray for our young people. They need us. We need them. Period. Peace out.